The time of the breakup, if your ex said to you, I can't give you what you need right now, and they also said, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, and maybe they also said, I don't think I can love you the same way you love me, all of this stuff sounds like a cop out, but what it really is an expression of how the dismissive avoidant feels once everything piles up, once the honeymoon phase is over, once the responsibilities of a real relationship kick in, okay, and they can tell the contrast between what you're doing and what they're doing, and the only thing they know to do is disengage from the relationship. And where this is coming from is that the dismissive avoidant feels defective inside. As a kid, probably their parents were telling them, hey, the feelings that you have are not valid. They fall down, they scrape their knee, and mom and dad's like, walk it off. And they think to themselves, hey, that really hurt, but I'm not supposed to hurt. So if I'm hurting and I'm not supposed to, then there must be something wrong with me. And so that wiring that happens in the early stages of life, for the dismissive avoidant, they get wired to think that they're basically just defective. And because of this defective nature, they're unable to give you what you need. They can't love you like you love them. One of the things that happens in the relationship with a dismissive avoidant is that the whole time they're not communicating their needs. They're not communicating their boundaries. And so you're violating their boundaries without any sort of protest in many cases. And they have needs that are not getting met because they're not saying anything about it, because they just simply avoid any kind of issue. And so after you've been together for a certain amount of time, usually around the 4 to 6 month mark, but even past that, things, all the things that got swept under the rug start to become this like overwhelming sort of feeling, which they run from. Okay. And that's the catalyst for the breakup. A lot of people get it twisted and they think that if they wanted to, they would, but the dismissive avoidant it's not a matter of want. It's a matter of capacity in these cases, because they don't have communication skills. They run from their feelings. They don't realize that feelings are a signal from the body, and that it comes from somewhere, and it should be kind of looked at and processed and dealt with in proper communication with your partner. When you do that, you get somewhere. You don't have to run from your relationships. Now, if you want to tell me about your unique situation and get some help on how to reattract your ex, click into my orange profile picture, click this link right here, and get in touch with me, and I'm going to help you reattract your ex.